Hello everyone. Thank you for coming today. So my name is Ryan Books, and today we're going to be talking about the ethical use of information inside of our classrooms. We're also going to look at 5 key principles that will help you promote responsible information practices in education. While there's no cut and dry definition of the ethical use of information, we can define it as ethical use of information refers to the responsible and respectful handling, sharing, and creation of information. It involves understanding and adhering to ethical principles such as intellectual property rights, privacy, and digital citizenship. It means respecting the rights of others when we use their work, and it also involves understanding the impact we can have on others when we create and share information ourselves. So why is this important? Here are 4 vital reasons. So number 1, it develops responsible digital citizenship. This encourages responsible behavior online. Secondly, it fosters critical thinking skills. This allows and encourages students to evaluate and carefully analyze information and sources. Thirdly, it promotes academic integrity. This teaches students to cite sources properly and avoid plagiarism. Lastly, it protects privacy. This safeguards personal information and teaches how to respect others' privacy. Our first principle we are going to discuss is respecting intellectual property rights. Cornell law defines intellectual property rights as any product of the human intellect that the law protects from unauthorized use by others. As educators, we must explain and emphasize the importance of intellectual property. We can do this by encouraging students and staff to properly cite sources. We can teach students about copyright and fair use. Principle 2, and it's so important now more than ever for us to evaluate information sources on the internet. We need to teach our students how to critically evaluate information sources for credibility and reliability purposes. An example of this would be websites like Wikipedia, where any and everyone can edit information, versus Google Scholar sources. This also introduces criteria such as authority, accuracy, and currency, and bias. This also promotes the use of reputable and reliable sources. Principle 3 is a big one and perhaps the most important to teach our middle school age students, and that's how to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is to steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own, or use another's production without crediting the source. We can teach students how to properly paraphrase, quote, and cite sources correctly, and give credit to the original source, and be sure to avoid using someone else's work as our own. Principle 4, protect privacy and data. We need to educate students and staff about the importance of protecting personal information. We can discuss privacy settings, online safety, and responsible sharing of information. We must teach students to be cautious when providing personal information online. As you can see here in the chart below, identity theft cases have steadily increased since 2002. Our last principle refers to fostering digital citizenship. And digital citizenship refers to the responsible use of technology by anyone who uses computers, the internet, and digital devices to engage with society on any level. We need to teach students about online etiquette, also known as netiquette, responsible behavior, and respecting others. We must promote positive online interactions and remind students that there are consequences for their digital actions. Here are a few methods for teaching the ethical use of information. We can have classroom discussions, create open and honest discussions that encourage students to discover or to consider the implications of their actions, both positive and negative. You can integrate lessons on ethical use of information into your lesson plans and curriculum when applicable. And you can use hands-on activities that encourage critical thinking and help students learn how to apply the principles learned in real-world scenarios. In conclusion, the ethical use of information is more important now than ever. Technology is only becoming more advanced with the use of AI, and it is so crucial in today's digital age. By promoting responsible information practices, we empower students to be critical thinkers and responsible citizens. Let's work together to create an ethical information environment in our schools. I appreciate you coming out today. My contact information is seen here on the screen. Please reach out if you have any questions or want to have any further dialogue. Thank you very much.